All right, y'all. I think I'm done. Good morning, Cog Squad. Hope you're having the best day ever today. You can see I'm out here by the roses, and y'all, I'm gonna tell you the truth now. I swear that these drift roses back here were not open yesterday, and it's like they had an assembly last night, a big meeting, and somebody said, hey, let's go on and crank this up, and they just boom, and so they're starting to pop. And I wanted to show you guys this morning. I figured y'all may enjoy the drift roses as they're starting to open up right over here. Whew, man, they look good. Well, also that I thought you may enjoy is because I get asked this a lot here recently, and that is, Jason, how long does it take y'all to do all the chores? Now, we made a video a couple years ago about that, and it was all of us. And, well, I'm gonna do an updated version, and this will show you how long it's gonna take me to do everything by myself, which also shows you how much we appreciate each other, because we all have different jobs here on the farm. I thought Not Scott was fixing to tell y'all good morning as well. No, he's not. But it will show you that we all have different jobs here, and you know how we appreciate each other, because it's gonna take me a good little minute to do everything. And the way I'm gonna do that is, I got me this little stopwatch timer on my phone here, and I'm just gonna hit start when we get started, and then it'll start counting down, and I'm just gonna put this in my pocket, and then when we're done, I'm gonna hit stop. I got a number in my head how long I think it's gonna take me. How long do you think it's gonna take me? Let me know in the comments below, and then when I'm done, see how close you are. Are you way off? Were you way over? Or you way under? Or you just right? I would love to know. Leave it in the comments below, and let's see how close you actually were. And too, one more thing. I'm probably only going to use just a few cameras. Most of my videos, I may have upwards to 5 different cameras. But today, probably just this main camera that I use and my iPhone, because I just want it to be, you know, a true accurate countdown of how long it takes me. So, without further ado, we are about to get started. Gonna finish up my little bit of coffee I got here, and then we're gonna start with the horses first, and then we're gonna migrate over to the barn, and I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. All right, we're here at the barn, and we're about to start, and here we go, right there. The timer has started. All right, I'm gonna get off that so I don't accidentally now press stop. I can tell you right off the bat, Pink ate all her food this morning. She did, or last night I should say. Gonna get fixed up there and get her water here. I don't see Miss Pink, but she's somewhere in here. So Pinky is sleeping late this morning. All right, let's get the horses going here. And right now, we are feeding Mac. There's Pink. I was just talking about you. You just woke up, didn't you? Yeah, I see you. There you are, though, baby. So I've been talking to Kalmbach about Maggie, and right now I'm giving her just a little bit of this senior sport, because they are sending me a feed for her, and when that gets here, I'll tell you what we're giving Maggie. But all right, Willie. There's a garlic salt on here. There we go. And get your vitamins. right here. Now, and now your lubricant, which Maggie doesn't get. Right, Pink? No. All right, let's get this soaking. So it takes a little while for this horse feed to soak properly. It's something you just don't wet and then give to them. It has to absorb all of the water, and that can take 30 plus minutes. It's not super fast. So a lot of times I will see some people say, because they don't know, you just don't know, that I'm wasting time, or something like, hey, the horses are hungry, you need to feed them and talk later. I'm waiting for their feed to soak. But while the feed's soaking, sometimes it gives me the opportunity to explain some things to you guys, or show you something different, or like I'm fixing to do today. Move a feeder. That's right, we are moving Reska's feeder to the outside now, and you may be wondering why. Well, the horses are starting to get along a whole lot better. You can see here's Reska right here. Maggie's down there waiting on her feed. They're getting along way better now. And there's no sense of her being in here. She wants to eat out there. This is where she's been eating. Even though she's been coming in here, Reska prefers to eat outside this stall. And also, it does save me time, because usually what I'll do is I'll just sit over here until they're done eating, and then I'll let Reska out. Well, since they're getting along so well now, I don't see no reason for me doing that now, right, baby? And so while their feed is soaking, I'm gonna go ahead and move this feeder to the outside area here. Okay, y'all, look out. Reska, I'm gonna come over here, baby, okay? I don't have your food ready yet. I'm just gonna come over here and get your bucket over here, okay? Yeah. Now, there you go, babe. Got you ready. There we go. And this will actually save me a good bit of time, because Reska's not the fastest eater in the world, I can tell you. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna give everybody some treats this morning. Now, I could go and take care of the barn, but since I'm here by myself, that's gonna take a little while to do. So if I wasn't here by myself, I'd go over there and help Brooke, and we would double team it. Then I'd come back over here and my food would be done soaking. Well, these are peppermint. This one's not. I don't have that option today. Right, buddy? And I really don't want them to stand over here that long waiting on me to come back over here to feed them. There you go, miss. Got it? Good deal. She don't like the peppermint ones. I got a new flavor I'm gonna try out that I ordered. That's supposed to come in, I think, today. We'll see if they like it. It's banana, Tribute has a banana flavored. I know Willie and Reska, they like the peppermint flavor. Except Reska, she don't like peppermint, but she likes the peppermint treats. Maggie does not like the peppermint treats at all, but Maggie likes the carrot, and Maggie likes the regular. The regular are her favorites. If she had to choose, she would eat just the regular ones. Willie and Reska, they don't mind at all which ones I give them so far. They may not like the banana ones, but I got a feeling they'll be okay. Let's see, let's go check their water while we're waiting on their feed to soak right now. And we'll peek at the pigeons while we're over here and see what they need done. Sometimes the pigeons don't need feed. Sometimes they don't eat their feed all up. And you just check the waters and stuff. I think their horses' water, yeah. Horses drink a lot of water. I think cows drink the most, in my opinion. But the horses are a close second. All right, and their water is clean. I cleaned it yesterday actually, so their water is clean, so I don't have to clean it. So that's one thing that I don't have to do today. I know the pigeon waters are probably going to have to be cleaned and filled up. And y'all look at Not Scott and Not Scott over there on the hay shelter over there, where they keep their round bale out of the weather. Boy, the difference a year or so makes in their length of their tail. Isn't that crazy? Water's off. All right, Holly, we gotta go get the horses. Let's see how good the food looks. And remember, we soak all of our horses' feed because it just helps them, especially our senior horses, but all the horses in general. It just helps them eat it easier, digest it better, helps with colicking and choking. Y'all know Reska choked on us when we first got her and we were soaking the feed. I just wasn't soaking it long enough. So that's why I let it soak, because that was scary. And that's in the situation that you can avoid as a horse owner by just being a little bit more patient and letting the food soak a little bit longer. Go on out, girl, if you want to. Yeah, go on out. Now, I have had people say, when I soak it overnight, would that be easier? I don't want it to start fermenting. I just don't. I don't want to mess up what's going on with their gut. Some people may let the horse feed ferment. I personally don't. And it's just simply because one little bitty thing, hey girl, with a horse's digestive system, just one little mess up, one little something, another, and something that may be small, it may be big, whatever, can cause stomach issues, which then can cause them to colic. And colic has, well, it can turn into something bad, really bad, if you don't catch it in time. They could twist their stomach, because the way they relieve that stomach pain is they'll lay down, and if it gets worse or doesn't go away, they'll start rolling. And there's a chance that they could twist their stomach. And if their stomach gets twisted, more likely you got to have surgery if you catch it in time. If you don't, then of course their food's going to get impacted and blocked and not go to their stomach. And then it's going to be bad, really bad. So their food's not quite ready yet. It still needs to absorb some more of that water. Now, right now is an opportunity, and I did this yesterday evening, so I know they don't need anything, but I could catch them one by one, and I could brush, I could spray for flies, I could clean their hooves, I can put some conditioner on their skin or on their mane and tail and whatnot, or just go over there and love on them, which I do a lot of too. So there's a lot of things I can do while I'm waiting for their food to soak. And y'all see me do that a lot in the videos, but I really don't say how long all that takes. And you're going to see here in just a minute how long it actually takes for their food to absorb the water to my liking and to feed to those guys. All right, y'all, I think we're good. You can see how swollen the feed is. You don't see any more water. I'll fill this thing on up to right about here. All the water's gone, so we are ready to give the horses their feed, and let's see what time we're at. We are exactly, boom, 30 minutes in. So it's taken 30 minutes for their feed to be ready to go, for them to eat now. So you can see, well, now she's in the darn stall, but you can see that me moving Reska's new better bucket, right girl, to the outside, and I don't have to wait on her to eat, save me a good bit of time, because it may take her 15 plus minutes to eat. And now you're talking at least 45 plus minutes over here. Just feeding the horses. I know, Maggie. Let's get you, girl. Did it come out? Yeah, it came out. There you go. So one more thing I need to do over here is Reska's got a scratch on her. It's not bad at all, but it's something that I do want to treat. It showed up day before yesterday, and I've been cleaning it and putting this triple care antibiotic ointment on here. And Dr. D knows about it. I've seen pictures of it and all. That's not bad. It's healing good. It's right here. Let me show you. You can see it's right there. And I got the antibiotic ointment on there, but she's fine. Hey, I'm sure with Maggie being here, who knows what happened in those first 24 hours? I don't know. But horses are just like us. They can get bumps and scrapes and scratches and all that. And that's why it's important that you check your horses all the time, taking care of early, and it's not just huge, something small turns into a bigger problem. Right, Willie? That's right. I'm gonna leave this door open for Pink in case she wants to go out. Right there. And now we're gonna head over and take care of everybody else. But right now, we are exactly 35 minutes in over here with the horses this morning. So, you think you're close? Are you gonna change? You gonna change your mind? If you change your mind, go ahead and put your new time in the comments below, and let's still see how close you get. So while I'm over here, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of the pigeons. Now this would be Mary Carl's job and what she does, but I don't see any sense in me going all the way over to the barn and then coming back over here. I'm already over here, so this should save me time to go ahead and get the pigeons knocked out this morning. And we don't have any ducks over here anymore, but Thomas and the peacocks love drinking from the pools. I guess that's kind of what they gotten used to, and so I'm going to clean these out and get these refilled, even though we don't have ducks over here anymore. And we got some more waters over here for them, but they tend to like the pools, I guess because they've been drinking out of them so long, and this is, it's just what they like. All right, let's see what we got in here. All right, they need food. Let's see the doves feed. Y'all, I know, don't laugh at me too hard. Y'all hear them old laughing doves? They tickle me. All right, and y'all gotta have water. Get the Victorian Crown pigeons fed. They're ground dwellers, so they eat on the ground. Even though they do roost and all that in the, on the limbs, but kind of like chickens, they're ground dwellers. I know some are saying we probably need to cut the grass over here, but y'all, this little spot over here has got a ton of native flowers coming up, and the bees are loving it. So I hate cutting it. It's just, and it's beautiful, all the different colors and the bees. So I'm just kind of letting it go until, I don't know, until I feel like I really do need to cut it. Cloudy today. Temperature wise, we're low 80s. A slight breeze, and it seems like it would be comfortable, but the humidity today is brutal with a capital B. The dew point is 70, and humidity, I don't know what it is, but it's up there. It's rough today. All right, we gotta get the alarm system. And the sheriff. Might let that sheriff out too. What's going on, Sheriff? Hey, partner. How you doing, brother? You want out? Come on, I'll let you out. Come on, sir. Come on if you want to. Come on. No? He don't want out today, which is fine. Some days he don't want out, y'all. He'd rather just stay in there. We don't like to leave the gate open anymore because the Muscovies and all that may go back over where we just moved them from. So we're gonna let that be. I'll check and see if he wants to come out again later. Right now he seems content. All right, now I'm gonna run over here and see if Thomas, not Scott, and the rest of the gang that hangs out over here, if they need any feed today. Not eating near the feed over here as they were because the Muscovies are not over here. If you don't know, Muscovies are gorgers. They will eat their weight times 3. We still got it over here. See here? So we're good over here, so we don't need to feed these guys, so all is well. If the Muscovies were still over here, that would be gone. 1000%. Boy, they love to eat. Just keep that in mind if you're looking at getting some Muscovies. Since we moved them to the pond, they are eating a lot of stuff, a lot more bugs, a lot more insects. I'm gonna come over here and check their water over here in the pond. We're gonna fill it up this morning, or top it off, I should say. Right, partner? Gonna get your water topped off. Yeah. And this is the water that these guys use over here. We have relocated it. It used to sit over there near where their feed is, over in that area. And there was a spigot over there, or a faucet, and it started leaking. And so it kind of, well, actually broke. It was original. It was here when we moved here. No telling how old it is. I thought about fixing it, but I was like, it's kind of an odd spot because it's inside the pasture over there. It wasn't like easy accessible, but we used it to fill their waters up every day or every other day or as needed, right, partner? But now we've moved it over here because we can come off Brooke's mom's house right there. Ooh, while I'm over here, that's Brooke's mom's rose. Now that's a New Dawn rose is what that one's called. But let me show y'all this one right here. This is that Albert Barbier rose, the one that I got off side of the road inside of a ditch. And look at it. This is the first full year. Look how big it is. Look at that. It was, y'all know it was a little bitty old cutting, not even cutting, just a little root stock I got. And look at this thing. Isn't it gorgeous? Smells fabulous. Old heirloom rose here. What's really cool about this rose is several features. It starts out as a yellow bud. You think, oh, this is going to be a yellow rose. Look how yellow that is right there. But when it opens up, it's actually a cream white rose. Just beautiful. And one amazing thing about this rose is that it is one of very, 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 very few roses that can tolerate shade. Now, I don't know how much shade they can tolerate, but they can tolerate shade. You can see we're in the shade and we're blooming and still blooming and got more blooms to come right there. Good morning, geese and ducks and baby ducks that Brooke calls ants. That's what she likes to call those guys because they look like little ants. Muscovies, one thing I do want to clarify is that everything over here, ducks, Muscovies, geese, nugget, everybody's got access to the feed I just put out for them. That's not just strictly alarm system feed. And I just say alarm system because, you know, we're just used to calling it that over here. But it's everybody's feed over here, if they want it. But there's so much to eat around here for these guys that, let's just say the food is, well, doesn't go as quick over here as it did over yonder, does it, buddy? And you got a lot more animals over here, don't we? Yep, we do. You been eating mud pies? See? A lot of other things to eat around here, like mud pies. Yep. Love you, buddy. All right, we're gonna head over to the barn. We'll get the barn taken care of. Then we'll go get the chickens. Collect eggs, take the eggs out to the farm stand. One other thing is that I've closed this pasture off. I want it to rest and relax. And we'll let the grass and all that come back, and we'll move animals back on there. And I also plan on moving some animals over there in the nuggets pasture where the geese and ducks are all over there with the pond. I hear you, Pookie. Yeah. How's everybody doing this morning? Hey, Snow White. How you doing, baby? Oh, she was asleep. I woke her up. Sorry, girl. First thing, I'm gonna go ahead and get food soaking. And while it's soaking, I can go take care of some other things. Kind of like the horses. I hear you, boss lady. You sleep good? Good deal. I see your bed. Looks like it's been made up. Yeah. Good morning, Pocket. How you doing, baby? You doing okay? Yeah, I'm gonna come brush you and check your hooves today. I am. Your stall's fairly clean. You did leave me one little surprise over there and a few over yonder. We'll get that taken care of. Yeah. And Pocket's horse feed. All right, Pocket's allergy medicine. Right there. And Pocket's salt. And she gets the Redmond's garlic salt as well. And she has access to loose salt. All right, let's get the pigs. Hey, Biscuit. What you doing up there, girl? What you doing up there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We need some squeals of joy. Yes, we do. So, how long do y'all think we're in right now? How long has it taken me so far? Oh, Loretta, you don't have a bowl in here? Oh, goodness. Means I gotta go out there and get one. Hey, girl. All right, come on, I'll get you. Come on. You got, look! Goodness gracious. All right, there's no bowl in here. So all of Loretta bowls all her bowls are outside. So let's go grab one of those. While I'm doing that, we'll let the goats out. How about that? What's going on, Top? Hey, yo. All right, let's get your bowl. Come on. Yeah, there's some Loretta bowls. Yeah, there's some Loretta bowls. It is. Yeah, there's some Loretta bowls. What's going on, Red? Hey, Ernest. Well, looky here. Here are my babies. Got one more bowl over here. Like I said, I have shut this. Well, Loretta, I can't do this one-handed. I'm gonna set my phone right there. If I can get this bowl out. Now I have 3 of your bowls. Yeah. That's 3 days worth. Yeah, 3 days worth. All right, I gotta lock this door quick because Loretta is a locksmith. See there, told you. I'm telling you, I don't know if another animal makes me laugh as hard as she does. She is something else. That was Peach's Lubricant. Both get their little multivitamin, little kids vitamin, and Peaches gets a little mineral oil because she got to stay regular. All right, now we can get this soaking. All right, we're gonna let that soak. On to the next one. Like T-Rex Tater over here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, bovine crew. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all a good looking bunch. Yes, y'all are. Cattle curtain still hanging in there. Yes, it is, like a hair in a biscuit. All right, let me get y'all's food ready. Get y'all taken care of, okay? We're gonna look at the time. So what do you guys think right now? How much time are we at right now? We're about to look and find out. All right. There we go. That's Matilda. Let's see what y'all think. We are an hour and 20 minutes in. So are you close? Or some of y'all rethinking your guess? It's gonna be interesting to see who is right. Also, we could count this, but today is the day that I normally clean pastures, which would not be a typical day, honestly. So I don't know. We'll see. Come on, y'all. Come on, skippity doo dah. All right, we're gonna cut the fence back on. All right, cows. I know, baby. Gotta let your food soak. Yeah, gotta let your food soak. All right, make sure the cows cuppeth don't runneth over here. I said earlier that horses drink a lot. Nothing like the cows do, though. Whew. There's some days, this is 100-gallon water here. I'm almost positive that's what this is. Yep. And there's some days, y'all, and we fill this up in the mornings and in the evenings, unless it needs to be filled up in between. But there's been some days in the evenings that it's about 3/4 of the way empty, 75% empty. Cows drink a lot of water, so you really got to pay attention to that. All right, fence on. Now let's go handle the guys that need, well, handle the guys that's food soaking. It should be ready by now. Now, their food doesn't take as long. That pig feed absorbs the water a whole lot quicker. And the horse feed that Pocket eats is mainly for miniature horses, and it absorbs quicker. Plus, Pocket only gets, just a handful of food. See, it's only been how long? Gosh, I didn't time it. Just say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I reckon. And you can see Pocket's food is already absorbed the water and the pig's food. So it's not like the horse's feed. And the horse feed, the senior feed has got anyways, it's a little sweeter, and I think it just takes more to absorb that water than the rest of the feed does. All righty. Breakfast is served. I feel like a waiter at the Waffle House. No, yeah. Come on outside, girl. Come on. Come on out here. Pocket's got salt. All right, boss lady. Here you go, babe, right here. Breakfast is served. See, I know how to do it. I do. I know how to do it. Hey, if you want to leave me a 25-cent tip, I'll take it. Leave Peach's door cracked and leave this. Oh, I gotta let Pocket out. All right, Pocket, we gotta open this up for Pocket. Right here. There we go. Boy, y'all a good looking bunch. Tater. Oh, bully. Y'all see little man still trying to get him some milk. I don't know when he's gonna stop that. He's nearby as big as she is. And I guess technically we could separate them, but I don't know. That's kind of hard on them. They will work their differences out, is the way I feel about it. All right. I mean, if it was an animal in the wild, what would they do, you know? I know she can't hear me. Maybe she can see me though. Come on, girl. I got to sneeze, yo. Bless me. Come on, girl. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go, babe. There you go. Now y'all know you ain't supposed to go in there. But Rhoda would have to straighten y'all out if you did. Yes, she would. All right, now we gotta check the new babies. Ducklings and chicks. So one thing I did that I did not make a mention of is that I did peek at everybody's water when I fed just then. And everybody's got water. All the waters need to be cleaned out and refilled, but everybody's got water. If it wasn't for the little ducklings and the chicks, then I would have cleaned out the waters. That's usually one of my main jobs around here, because some of those troughs are kind of heavy. Well, hello, babies. All right, there's your feed. And let me get your water right there. And I'm gonna get that nastiness out and put that somewhere. Let's get here. All right, let me go get something to put this in. And take this and clean it. And I'll show you the babies when I get done with this. All right, I got y'all ready. This is one of the buckets I use when I clean the stalls out. So I'm going to use it to clean the duck brooder here out with. All their nasty shavings and stuff will go in here. And why didn't I need me a little shovel? That's what I need. I know they're going to mess it right back up again, but y'all, this is going to do the trick right here. Little shovel. I think a big shovel would have been way too much. Now, I know some may be saying, Jason, if they're going to get it right back nasty again, why in the world are you cleaning it? Well, it's going to cut down on flies, y'all. It really is. And the smell. It's going to do both, okay? So that's why I'm going to clean this spot out. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do just like I do with the horse stall or pocket stall. I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to put the old shavings in this spot and put the new shavings in this old spot where the spot I just removed the shavings from. You know what I'm talking about. That didn't come out right. Let's start over with that. I'm going to put the old shavings from this corner over to the spot that I'm removing shavings from. Then we're going to put the new shavings in that corner spot over there where I just moved them from. That sounded a little bit better. Sometimes my ADHD and dyslexia gets the best of me. I think most of y'all can interpret what I say half the time. I know, guys, I'm getting you. Now, let's get some shavings. All right, y'all, y'all scoot over. I'm going to move this old shavings over here, okay? Just like, whoa, little fella. Y'all don't treat me like y'all do mama. No, neither does Mary Call's pigeons. No. See, Mary Call's pigeons come running to her. These ducklings come running to Brooke. Old Farmer Jason, they're not doing that for me. All right. Let's get this moved over here. Right here. Get new shavings on this side. Now, there we go. Get our water in here. Right there. And then I gotta get y'all's feed. Here we go. And if y'all didn't catch Brooke's video, Brooke grinds the feed up for these little babies, because even though it is baby duck feeds, what this is, or duck feed, it's a little too big for the baby, so you have to grind it for them. There you guys go. There they are, little cuties. All right, let me go handle the chicks. All right, y'all, I see y'all need water. Yep. Y'all's feed looks good. Your pad don't need to be changed out, it looks good. Hey guys, now these guys are friendly, they will come to you. And Mama gives them some treats. She puts a few little mealworms for them in their feeder on the side over here. And I'm gonna do just that as well. They're playing mealworm football now. One of them gets one and then they take off with it. See them? Oh, me. Oh, goodness. Here they are. Oh, there he goes. And most of y'all know, I think I got water on my camera. Anyways, but most of y'all know that Brooke and myself, one thing that is extremely important to us, and we stress it all the time, clean waters. Clean waters, clean waters, clean waters. You know, it's just something that is a big thing here on our farm, and something that we really do take care of as well. All right, little ones, there you go. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Yeah. We don't always show us every video cleaning out the waters, but that is something we do every single day. And you know, I feel like it may be a little boring watching us. Peachy, did you shut your door? She shut her door. Clean the water is out all the time. It didn't look like the door was shut. Yeah. Starting with this water over here, this is Pocket's inside water. We got to get it clean, don't we, girl? Pocket and Peaches both share this outside water right here. And I got to get it clean. Got to clean a lot of water, as I can tell you. Peaches is probably going to get her a sip. So I'm going to let her drink before I take that. See there? Good thing is when you clean your waters a lot, they're easy to clean. Aren't they, girl? You don't have to spend 2 hours trying to clean them. Done. Girl, I don't need your help with the water, okay? You done messed my fence up pretty good over here. I'm going to have to fix that soon. Yeah, I am. Gotta get these 2 or 3 water bugs. Get them going here. All 3 of these guys love the water. Ernest, Opie, and Loretta. All right, we're getting it. It's like your own personal water park, isn't it? Yeah. Your own personal water park. I'm gonna get the hay cutter, which also is a dual purpose tool for us because it is awesome at getting the buckets. I do have the fence off, but you can see how great that does. It is so good at getting those buckets. This one's a pretty good ways over though. Let's see if I can get it. Sometimes I can't. I need my go-go gadget arms. I got it though, right there. So awesome at that. All right, Holly, let's go check the water. See what it looks like. Let's see here, almost there. I don't fill this one all the way up because they won't drink that much. And since we clean it out every single day, it's really not worth cleaning or worth filling it up all the way to the tippy top. So I'm not done with waters, and then we can go take care of the chickens. Yeah, y'all look at this thing. Girlfriend, goodness, look at you. I love you to death. I tell you the truth. Oh my goodness. Yep, you something else, baby. You are something else. All right, let's check the goat minerals. Man, this lid is... All right, we're good. Goat minerals are good. Got this goat water we fill up for the guys at nighttime. Which is easy to clean because it stays clean. Get a little dusty because, of course, we're in a drought. Matter of fact, oh my goodness, it's worse than I thought. The state just put up some numbers, and whew, and we're just in April, y'all. And honestly, there is a 50% chance of rain tomorrow. So I'm hoping and praying that we get some. And I saw in the 10-day forecast, they're showing 2 days that are 55% next week. So it's later in the week. So hopefully that stays on course there, you know. All right, babies. Got you another waller over here. Let's put them out here so you can have this mud hole. Oh goodness. I figured you'd like that mud hole right there. Wherever the water hose is, Ernest and Opie will be there. Now we gotta check Snow White and the girls' feed and water. I think it's okay though. Hey girls, they are good to go. Right, baby? Yep. All right, good deal. Now let's go check on the big chickens. All right, so I gotta know, where do y'all think we are now in the game? Got this side fed and watered, got that side fed and watered. Now we gotta do the chickens and get them fed and watered, gather eggs, put those eggs out there at the egg stand. Once I do that, I'm gonna come back in here, I'm gonna clean Peaches and Pocket stall. Now this is something I do every single day. Well, what you're seeing now is what we do every day. So right now, don't know if you wanna adjust your time or not, but we are now 2 hours and 6 minutes in. And, you know, every day is different. You know, some days we have to put out a hay bale. Some days we have to, oh gosh, I don't know, like today I gotta clean pastures or vacuum pastures or clean out Snow White stall or, I mean, gosh, anything, y'all. But today's gonna be a typical day. We gotta stay hydrated today, don't. Oh goodness, went down the wrong pipe. Fist bump. All right. Yeah, we gotta stay hydrated today, don't we? I forgot too. This does not include any of the gardening stuff. No watering, no pruning, no spraying, which I do need to spray the roses. Today is the day I spray my roses. No fertilizing, nothing nothing with a garden. This is just strictly me caring for the animals. This morning, we may do part 2 if y'all want me to, of what it's like in the evening. Let me know in the comments below if that's something you would like to see. Yeah. And I didn't show y'all the inside animals. You know, feeding the cats, feeding the dogs. Dee Dee, who's the senior dog, and she gets a special food. And Mary Craw's pigeons that y'all see behind the house. Now, I've had a lot of y'all ask about those guys, and I'll tell you about them when I feed the chickens here. And they need some food, so I got to go back to the barn and grab that feed. All right, girls. What's going on, Ryan? Let's get y'all some old scratch here from Hen House Reserve, or Kalmbach, I should say. Y'all come on. Get your treat this morning, then I'll fill your feeders up. I have found, since we have these 50-pound feeders, and a lot of y'all ask about these feeders, and y'all, we bought these feeders are 10 years old, probably, something like that. They're old. I've had to make repairs to them. They're made by Cog, K-U-H-L, Cog. We used to raise meat chickens for high-end restaurants and high-end catering services in a big metropolitan area, Birmingham, Alabama to be exact. We bought those so we wasn't constantly having to fill up the feeders all the time, because we free-ranged our meat chickens. And y'all want some love bugs? I know y'all do. And so that's where we bought and invested in these feeders. Now I'm going to tell y'all, they are not cheap. They're really not. Some of y'all may be sticker shocked at them, but when we were running a business, and our primary business was raising meat chickens for meat, you know, time is money, and it was so much efficient, and they paid for themselves tenfold when we had that business, which come to a crash when COVID hit. The restaurants we were supplying went out of business, and the catering service. All right, let's go get y'all some feed. Yeah, I'm gonna do that before I do anything else. Well, I still gotta go back to the barn. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab y'all's feed, and then we'll come back. Also today, I got to run to town because we're nearly out of shavings, and we're nearly out of forage for Willie. So that's a trip that I got to make today, in between farm chores. But I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Would you, Holly? No. Love it, love it, love it. And I tell you what, you better love it, because it is work. Work. Especially, I guess, the way that we do things with keeping everything clean, and, well, it's a lot of work. Now, getting back to the feeders, I purchased ours from a place called Q, like Queen, C like Charlie, Supply. But I've seen these feeders a lot of other places, but at the time, that would have been the best deal. I don't know what it is now. They are called, I think they're called free range feeders. I like them because it keeps the elements out. It does a great job at that too, even blowing rain. And it definitely saves you time in filling feeders up all the time, doesn't it, Cheese? All right, girls, let's step on that. We don't need a string wrapped around somebody's ankle today. This one right here, I gotta fix again. The the bolts come out the bottom, and I've had to rig it up a couple of times throughout the years, but gosh, I can't complain about them. They have held up. They've taken a beating out here in the sun and weather and whatnot. How's this water? Good. Look out, girls. There's y'all crickets. Get you some of them crickets. There they go. Get them. Get them. I'm hoping y'all are enjoying this video so far. I know it's a little different, but I hope y'all are enjoying today's video. All right. I'm just gonna let that run. It doesn't take it but a second. What I would do sometimes is I would go inside and gather eggs, and the last couple of times I did that, it started overflowing, so I'm just gonna sit here and watch it. All right, girls, see, it's done. I never would have got the eggs collected. No. And y'all, it smells wonderful over here, and let me show y'all why. Look at Climbing Pinky. This is a rose called Climbing Pinky. It's an old rose. Now, the only place I've ever seen this rose sold at is Petals from the Past, and it is a repeat bloomer. This is typically my first rose to bloom and my last rose to bloom. Sometimes I've seen it in Christmas putting on blooms. Climbing Pinky, it is a climber, and it's slap loaded with buds, and it smells wonderful over here. Always remember, if you're ever interested at something at Petals from the Past, look at Cheese. Call them. Don't go by their website. A lot of times their website is not up to date. All right, let's gather eggs. See how many eggs we got. We've been guessing today how long this is going to take me and how much time. How many eggs we got today? What y'all think? What do y'all think, egg-wise? I think we're going to have a haul. I just do. The girls are going to show out for me today. Girlfriend, you laying? Are you laying? Goodness, I ain't gonna mess with you. I'm just checking eggs, okay? Not gonna mess with you. I'm not. You don't have to holler. No. I got a bigger basket in my side-by-side. Let me go grab it. Matter of fact, I had several baskets in the side-by-side. Sorry, girls. Hey. There ain't no sense in that. I'm gonna get this big basket because I think we're gonna have a haul today. I told y'all, look at this. Told y'all I was gonna have a haul. How many did you say? Did any of y'all say 51? 51 eggs this morning. Oh, one other thing. So we talked about how the new nesting box right here has this mat that comes all the way down, and we like this so much better. So a lot of people have suggested, why don't we buy a bigger mat that will come all the way down to here? Well, this box is made different, y'all. It drops down. See how this mat is flush with this grit? This grit is up. So you technically could do that, but I would be afraid that the eggs wouldn't roll out all the way. I think they may get caught up in there. And we do have a chicken that comes underneath here and pecks the eggs either from the bottom or sticks her head through here and pecks the eggs this way. So the larger mat technically will not work because this steps down and that mat fits there, and that keeps that mat from sliding or moving. Sorry, girls. They still laying. Yeah. I know. I'm done. And no egg up there. 51. Good. Well, you know what? What? How coincidental is that? You know that's my age, 51. I mean, come on. You girls telling me something? Is that a late happy birthday? All right, y'all. I'm going to go put the ice packs up. And then I got to clean Pocket and Peach's stall out. And then I'm going to stop the clock. This will be a typical day. This is what we do every single day right here. Every day. Nothing different. Right, Holly? I put Holly's collar on when we go out. Or leash on when we go outside the gate. Right? Yeah. So, are your guesses? Have you changed anything up? Well, I say this. Let me say this. Before I clean their stall, if you want to change your estimation, now's your chance. And maybe put something like, this is my second guess now, or my third guess, or 10th guess, whatever you want to do. Or just keep it like it is. Speaking of boss lady, look at here. What's going on, girl? I'm about to clean your stalls out. Yeah. Now, y'all, all this goes into the garden beds. I know some people have asked me, what do I do with this? All of it. Shavings, shavings are untreated, so all that goes into the garden beds. And remember, we will not, I'm going to till this in, and then we will not plant in that for at least 12 months, 1 year. Got some that went under the gate there. And that's just to give enough time to break down and do its thing, because we don't want anybody getting sick. Because you can get sick. Especially from, if you didn't let your chicken manure compost all the way. And if you had any type of omnivore, like chickens or pigs, you gotta let that compost good. Can't take any chances with that stuff at all. All right, here we go. Done with a typical day right there. So, let's see. What were your guesses? What were your guesses? Let's see where we are. I hope my timer, it is. Thank goodness. I was hoping it was still going. That'd been terrible if I'd have cut it off by mistake. But we are at, is it showing? 3 hours and 4 minutes. That's how long it's taken me to do everything by myself. Now, if Brooke and Mary Carr were here, of course, it wouldn't take that long. But that gives you a glimpse on how long it actually takes us to do the morning chores. Feeding all the animals, cleaning their waterers and filling all their waterers up, collecting eggs, putting eggs out on the farm stand, cleaning the stall over here. I'm trying to think, I probably missed something. Well, y'all, now it's kind of, well, I gotta go scrape the pastures and clean the pastures, spray the roses this evening. I need to go check the calendula, gotta go check the back garden. Luckily, I did water yesterday, so I don't have to water much at all today. But that kind of gives you an idea of what a typical morning's like here on our farm, and maybe enlighten you a little bit on what we do every single day. Not to mention that it's probably going to take me 3 to 4 hours to edit this video. So just the morning chores and filming and editing is anywhere from 6 to 7 hours. Oh my goodness. But I love doing it. Absolutely love doing it. Love being with y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and seeing what a day's like here by myself in the mornings. Hope you had the best day ever. Catch you on the next one. And if you want me to do the evening chores video, same type of video, but do the evening chores, let me know in the comments below. Y'all have the best day ever. Y'all be good.